podcast. I know y'all can't see it. But I did find somewhere to duck off and park and sleep for the night. And this is next to Arcadia Spring Townhomes. Literally. I was like, man, let me just come down this street. So I came down this street, and this is where I'm gonna sleep for the night. That other place had a lot of light, but it's like trees and stuff right here. So this is where I'm gonna stay for tonight. It's kind of ducked off. Tomorrow night, I'll probably move a little further down the street and go from there. It looked like somebody's parked. Y'all know my head, look, this thing, my head gotta stay on the swivel. Message. Like my head, I'm always checking my surroundings, looking to see who's around, who's looking, just everything, just always paying attention, right? Got to, because again, I don't know where I'm at, and this is one of the things and why I'm continuing to pray so hard for God to show up and help me get out of this situation that I'm in. I never doubt him. I told him yesterday, I was like, I never doubt God, I doubt me. A lot of times, like, you know, am I hearing right? Am I listening to him? Am I doing what it is that he wants me to do? And I'm always asking and double asking and triple asking, 8:44 on the clock, to make sure that I'm doing what he's requiring me to do and being obedient. So they might be okay, they parking. So I like to park in front of, like, I don't like to be the last car. I don't like to be the, you know, at the end. I like to be in between some cars. But again, I don't know where I'm at. I'm not familiar with over here, so you know what I'm saying? And of course, when I sleep, my windows be rolled up, and I try to park. I try to park. It's just little things that I've learned, like parking in a certain direction. Keeping my, you know, trying to just, it's just a lot, y'all. It's just a lot. And it's a lot. I'm tired. I am. I can't even lie about it. I'm tired. And I was saying, I think in the part one of this, like, of course now I'm having doubts, and I'm like, you know, God, was I really supposed to leave California? You know, even though he gave me the signs and the reminders, and you know, Mom and them was like, go ahead and go. It's like, man, this can't be. This would be crazy. It's like, this can't be how my life is supposed to be, you know? This can't be it. This can't be the end for me. So I can't do anything but wait on God to make a way out of no way for y'all, because I got nothing, like, other than continuing to show up. And that's another thing. Like, this is one of the struggles, and by the time y'all see this, I will, like I keep telling y'all, will have known the changes that have happened. But as of right now, it's literally all I have is faith. You know what I'm saying? All I have is faith to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep praying, to, you know, keep manifesting. But this is probably the hardest thing I've ever dealt with in my life. I've never been homeless before, y'all. I've never had to live this before, and I'm at the point where it's like I'm about to, you know, because this the thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to start. I'm just gonna start applying for jobs here in Phoenix, because I don't know anything. And as much as I'm an entrepreneur, it's like, man, I gotta get some money coming in. I gotta be able to take care of myself, because as it stands right now, I'm not even able to take care of myself. And that's my whole thing. And it's like I can't rest. At least if I get some, you know, get a job, I'll have some income coming in where I can rent an Airbnb or something, because I can't keep sleeping in the car. So tomorrow, it's Sunday, I'll spend the day applying for jobs, um, trying to figure out, you know, trying to get some income coming in for myself, because, you know, of course, going live, that's not bringing in any income for me. um, Real estate, that can take months, and, you know, I don't know how long it'll take for that to come through and be productive or be lucrative. So now it's like I gotta get a job, because I have to be able to take care of myself, because right now I can't. And if I'm gonna be stuck in Phoenix, kind of like I was stuck in Arkansas, you know, well, I went to Arkansas because that's where I was able to get a job. Um, I got to get some income coming in. So tomorrow I'll spend the day um, trying to find work, trying to find something. I can't, of course, DoorDash or anything like that, because I don't have insurance on my car. So as it stands right now, when I put, like, where am I at on food, I have about maybe six or seven, maybe six, eight, maybe 8 pieces of bread. um, I have a case, I have a 12 pack of noodles. So I have water for right now, because I bought a case of water when I was still in LA. I got 1 piece of sausage left. I got a cup. I think I got like 3 Pop-Tarts left. That's really it on food. I don't really have any food left besides the noodles. I think I have $15, $16, like $7 in my TikTok app, in my TikTok, and then I think I have $9 and some change on this card. So that's gonna have to put gas in the car. It's just like, God, it's crazy. It's crazy, because I literally am at the end of my rope, you know? And all I can do, like I was saying on the other video, is wait. All I can do is wait on the Lord to show up. And, you know, I have real conversations with God, like I'm having real conversations with y'all. I'll never in life, I don't know what'll happen tomorrow, but I will never in life try to make it seem like this part of my journey, this part of my walk was easy. Because this literally has been, gosh, why somebody? This literally has been the most challenging part of my journey so far. The people in front of me just came to their car, another car just pulled up. This literally has been the most challenging part of my journey, and of my life, honestly, y'all. Honestly. You could have never told me that I was gonna have to go through something like this. You could have never told me that I would be in this position in my life. I done been through some things. Let me just say that. I done been through some things. And every time I feel like I'm taking a step forward, I feel like I get knocked about 10 steps backwards. And all I keep hearing and feeling is like, wait on the Lord, wait on the Lord, wait on the Lord. So it's a little challenging, you know, it's a little challenging to be in this position. So I will never tell anyone or act like this was not a very, very challenging part of my journey, because this one's been rough, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. This one's been rough. And still, all I can do is wait on the Lord to show up and throw me a lifeline so that I can move forward and try to progress and do everything I can to pull myself out of this situation, y'all. It is so hot. It is so hot. Oh my God. 12:12. Hey, Nikki. So that's really been it for today. Made some calls. Followed up with a couple of people. And just another day to wait on the Lord. Like I said, today's been a little challenging. I'm just be honest with y'all, like, because y'all get, in this, y'all get the real deal, uncut, nothing, nothing. Like, I ain't gonna lie, and I maybe that's part of my test as well, because I feel very overwhelmed. I'm not necessarily lonely. I'm not lonely. I'm just tired of being in this position. I'm tired of sleeping in my car. I'm tired of trying to find a place that's safe enough for me to park and close my eyes for a few minutes. I'm tired of this position. And it oftentimes brings me to the question of, like, God, I already don't have anything. I'm already at my end, And I'm not going to stop being grateful and praising God for everything He's brought me through. But I ask myself a lot, like, if I've already lost everything, what else is there for me to lose? Right? And when you and I guess, and I can't say, how anyone else has dealt with being in this situation. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I can't say, because I don't know anyone, because I don't have any friends, right? I really, I don't have any friends. I literally just be like, what else do I have to go through? What else do I have to lose? What do I have left to lose? And then it just leads to those thoughts of, like, how long? You know, how long do, it's crazy because it's like, how long do I have to suffer? You know, how long do I have to go without? How long? And I know, you know, God's timing is his timing, and I don't have anything to do with that, but I do know that this is the part of the journey that is the most challenging for me. It's not about being around people, it's not about needing to be around people. I'm good with the isolation part. I just don't want to be sleeping outside anymore. I just don't want to be sleeping in my car. I just want to be safe. I think that's what I pray for. I want to be safe. And it's been a really, really long time since I felt safe, if ever. Like, I feel like I've been fighting a fight to be safe for so long, y'all, so long. And I really just want to be safe. That is my prayer every day. I want to be safe. I want to, I want to have a stable roof over my head and pay my bills. And it's like I try to get a job and I get blocked. I try to be an entrepreneur and I get blocked. And I don't want to speak that into my energy. I'm simply telling y'all how things have been. It's like this just repetitive cycle. And it's like, I ask God all the time, what lesson am I not learning, right? Because one thing we know is that when we keep repeating something, it's because there's a lesson we haven't learned. And so I'm constantly asking God, like, what have I not learned? I have faith. I know that he's going to bring me out. I've learned patience, because you can't do this. The thing, what else can you do but be patient, right? So I feel like I've learned patience. You know, I know he's going to bring me out. It's just, I guess, I don't know. It just seems like I've been waiting for a long time. And again, can't rush the Lord. He's going to do what he's going to do in his time. But in the mean and in between time, I'm still like, okay, God, what am I not doing? What am I not seeing? How am I not listening? What am I learning from this experience? I'm still trying to maintain my joy and my happiness, and I'm not really sad, just tired. Because every day feels like it's the same, and it's kind of like, well, can't really get outside and walk. It's burning hot up out here. Can't afford to can't really go anywhere because I don't have the gas to spend and be trying to move around a whole lot. Still trying to, Monday through Friday, still trying to make calls. It's just a lot, y'all. So this is me just talking about this experience and everything that I'm having to go through in this part of the journey. It's just like, it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. So I'm praying that tomorrow will be a better day. I really don't have anything to do tomorrow, so I'll probably move from here at some point. That way I can come back here tomorrow night to sleep. Now that I kind of have an idea. Arcadia Spring Townhomes. right off of 19th Avenue. So, you know, I know my mama's with me. Um, funny thing today, Mona, and this speaks to Dad as well. Mona, speaking of 19th, hey Mona, that's my cousin Mona, who's in spirit, and my mama have the same birthday, August 19th. And I'm looking at this sign that says 19th Avenue, so I know the ancestors' message. Hey y'all, I know the ancestors are walking with me. On top, so this is what I was finna say about this though. This speaks to my dad because my dad's ex-wife's name is Mona. And she sent me a friend request today. Now mind y'all, let me tell y'all a little story. Story time. A few years ago, this was back in 2017, when I first got here to when I first got to California. I ain't trying to put all my dad business in the street, but my dad has not always lived. He ain't always walked a straight line, let me say that. And I knew about this. I knew about it on several occasions. Needless to say, when my dad never told me that he had gotten married to Mona. And I was still in Mobile, and all this time he was married. He never told me. And you know, for years my dad asked me to move out to California, and I was no. You know, I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to take my kids away from Gerard. And needless to say, of course, Gerard ended up leaving and moving to North Carolina, where he lives now. But that's a story for another day. So I kept putting my dad off. But then when I lost my nursing license, I just heard my cousin Catherine's name in my head. So I don't know. Mona is Catherine's sister. Catherine and Eric live in Catherine and Eric live in Corpus. 1212, which is the number that I get from my Aunt Nikki, is Mona, Catherine, and Eric's mama. Literally just saw 1212 on the timer. Then Mona just popped in my head, and now this Mona. Then, so I don't know, whatever y'all trying to tell me. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Mona. Hey, y'all. Okay, I'm back. So, needless to say, I got to California and had been there for a minute. Jay was 10 years old, 9, 10 years old, somewhere around there, 2005, maybe 11, whatever. Needless to say, long story short, y'all, I ended up getting into it with my dad's wife, at the then wife, right? And I ain't gonna lie, I cussed that lady out. I was finna beat that lady ass, I was. And I told her right in front of my dad, me and her, because basically what happened is my dad lied. My dad was trying to holler at this woman, and the woman he was trying to holler at went and found Mona, his wife's Facebook stuff, and messaged her in her DMs. So instead of my dad telling the truth, shaming the devil, he threw me up under the bus. And he must have told Mona, or some kind of way, maybe they came up with it together, I don't know. I was sitting outside because when I was staying with my dad, what's crazy, y'all, is every day when I got off work, I was working at LabCorp at the time. Every day when I got off work, I would sit outside and get drunk in my car because I was miserable. I was so miserable. I was so unhappy. So every day, from the time I got home, got off work until 10:30, 11, 12, 11, 10, 10:30, 11, 11:30 at night, I would just sit outside in my car. And so this particular day, my dad called me and asked me would I come upstairs, come in the house real quick. So yeah, I went in the house. So when I got in there, the kids were in the room, of course. And so when I got in there, Mona proceeds to tell me, he was like, Mona wanted to talk to me. I said, okay. Mona proceeds to tell me, with my dad sitting right there in that chair, that I created a fake Facebook page in order to send her messages pretending that I was this woman and telling her lies about my dad trying to sleep with her. So she accused me of creating a fake Facebook page pretending to be some woman that my dad was wanting to sleep with, and sending her messages. And I looked at my dad and I said, for real, Dad? And so Mona kept on talking and kept on talking. And the whole time I'm just looking at my dad like, seriously, for real? And so she kept on. And then I got mad. And so at first I wasn't saying nothing. Because at first I was calm and I was like, I was like, first of all, lady, I don't give a damn about what y'all got going on. This ain't even my business. Because me trying to be a good daughter, I wasn't trying to throw my dad, like put all my dad business out there. Still trying to protect him after he just got done throwing me under the bus. I was like, man, I don't care nothing about what y'all got going on. Leave me out of y'all shit. I ain't got nothing to do with this. Don't be accusing me of nothing. Don't put my name in nothing. That's what I'm telling her. She kept on talking. And then I got mad. And before I knew it, I hadn't stood up and I was like, bitch, I will drag you in this and scrub your ass up and down this motherfucking apartment. Like, leave me alone, right? And I was like, I don't care about none of this shit y'all got going on. I was like, this ain't my business. What you ain't gonna do is lie on me. And so I went off, y'all. I cussed that lady out so bad. I did. I cussed out so bad. And so I called her, child, I called everything but a child of Jesus. I did. She was every bitch and bastard I knew. And so she ended off the conversation with saying, you talking all of that, but you need to be thanking me, because if it wasn't for you, it wasn't for me, you and your children wouldn't have had anywhere to stay. And she continues to tell me that because she was like, when your dad said that y'all were coming to California, he didn't even want y'all to come out here. And I'm the one who told him to let y'all come out here because y'all needed somewhere to go, because he didn't even want y'all to come out here. And y'all, I was so outdone. Y'all, because, of course, my dad is the one who told me that we could come, and he had been asking me for years to come to California. And when she said, then after she said that, she was like, if it wasn't for me, he didn't even want y'all here. And I turned to him and looked at him, and she was like, ain't that right, Eric? Ain't that right? And he was like, yeah, that's right. And I was just like, wow, y'all. And my feelings were so hurt, because if he didn't want to, because see, this is the thing. My kids, people are still in Mobile. They're folks. And even if it would have been a struggle, like I could have made it in Mobile, because I would have had their people there for support. But of course, that ain't the way it played out. So I ended up leaving that night. I was just like so outdone. Hold on, y'all. I was so outdone. I think these folks gonna come park in front of me. Yeah, that's that same man. He back. So, because he was just parked right there at his truck. So, I was so outdone, y'all. I could not believe what my dad was saying, because I was like, wow. And I told him, I said, well, if you didn't want me, I didn't say anything at that time, but I was like, you know what? I said, okay. I had a trip coming up at that time in 2018. I had a trip to Alabama planned for that January. And so I ended up, so this was in This happened at the end of, no, it was sometime in December that this argument happened or whatever. And so, I told my kids, I was like, y'all come on. And I had a couple $100, and so me and the kids went and stayed at a hotel for a couple of weeks. Or no, for a few days. It was like 3 or 4 days. We ended up staying at a hotel. And so I ended up going back because I told my dad, I said, I had to go back because I didn't have enough money to stay at the hotel room. And I told my dad, I was like, well, you know, I have this trip planned to Alabama because I was supposed to be going to get the rest of my stuff. And so I was like, you know, I have this trip planned. Oh, he went to get something to eat. I was like, you know, I have this trip planned. I had a trip planned to Alabama. And of course, it was a non-refundable ticket. And so I told my dad, I was like, you know, I was like, I gotta go. Y'all, I might have to move. I don't reckon he gonna say nothing, but I was like, I wonder if I should move again, y'all. No, I don't really have to do that. He minding his business. So I was like, I had to go back. And I was like, and my dad came outside, and I was outside, and I told my dad, I was like, man, you so wrong for that. I was like, you so wrong for that. I was like, you sat there and let that lady lie on me, and then you lied to me, and if you didn't want us to come down here, you should have just said that. Instead of, you know, I was like, but you was trying to save your own ass, and that was not right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, so I told him, I was like, you know, I have this trip to Alabama coming up, and I ain't have nobody to keep the kids. I was like, but when I came back from Alabama, I was like, even if I had to go get a hotel room, I was like, we gone. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave your house. I was like, cause you was wrong for that, Dad. I was like, you know, you let that woman, I was like, you let her go in on me over your lies. I said, and then you mess around. I said, and if you didn't want us to be here to come, you should have never told that lie. And I told my dad, I was like, but when you tell one lie, you got to keep telling them. And sure enough, that's what happened. And so when January came, I didn't end up going to Mobile. Again, story for another day. I didn't end up going to Mobile because at that January, I ended up getting an apartment. My apartment on Chambers Street in California. And so that's why I didn't go to Mobile that year. I ended up going later. But I didn't go in January as planned. But anyway, that story just came up because, you know, it's not that none of this, like, there are a couple people who know these stories. But again, y'all, when I moved to California, like, it was not easy. I've never had a part of my life that was easy. I'm just tell y'all that, like, there's nothing that has come to me easily. Everything I've had to struggle, work for. Like, there's nothing that I've had received that has come to me easily. And that's why I be asking God all the time, like, what is it about me that makes it like everything has had to be a struggle, right? Because nothing has been handed to me. My entire life has been a struggle. And I be asking myself, like, why did I choose this path? you know. And this is, I feel like a lot of times I'm one of those stories where it's like the strong black woman, but it's like, man, this ain't this ain't the business. Like, I don't want that title. I don't want to be strong. I've never been taken care of, ever. I've never been taken care of. And as I think to myself all the time, like, why did I choose, or why in this incarnation did I choose to have to come back to deal with all of these things, man? It's so crazy. Like, because, we get to choose, God let us come back, reincarnate, and we come back and we learn some things. But I'm just like, man, I don't want to come back and have to do none of this over, because my life, literally, my entire life has been a struggle. And this has been the hardest thing to break, y'all, like the hardest thing. So, tell y'all, I was watching today just to get out of my head for a second and just do something that wasn't work related, business related. I got to do something related. I got to make it related. Today, I literally just sat and I watched Medea's Big Happy Family. A lot of that was triggering because a lot of that is very, a lot like my own family. Like, it's crazy. So, this is why I be praying to God so much. Like, I'm not going to stop working, and I'm not going to stop building, and I'm not going to stop creating. But I feel like this weekend was just like, as much as I wish I could look at it as a vacation, I'm trying. Don't nobody vacation broke or without, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say broke because I don't even want to speak that into my energy. And I don't know if that's the test or not. It's like rebuilding like my mindset to know like everything is coming to me. Everything, money is flowing to me. Money easily, effortlessly. Like, money is pouring in. Like, money is never a problem. This the thing. It's like I don't even be worried about money until like I need to get something. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done so much with so little, but I'm at a point where it's like I don't want to just do so little anymore. I don't want to, I really don't think about money until I'm in need of something, like how I'm in need of gas now, and I'm in need of something to eat. It's like I just be working. I just be working and not even thinking about it. And so that's why I'm praying, like, okay, I know it has to be coming in. Something has to be coming in, some type of resources, because I'm not. Back in the past, I was super focused on money. I ain't gonna, I don't have enough. It's not this, it's not. Now, it's like I really don't focus on it until it's like, okay, I need something, I need some food, I need some gas, I need something to come in. And then, the other day, last weekend, it was $45 that came in on TikTok. And then, you know, like I said, I know I can ask Yana, and I know that she'll give me $100 or loan me $100. And this, like I told her today, I was like, man, my daughter has literally probably given me in the last 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, maybe March, April, May, June. So 4 months, probably 800 or so dollars. $500 here, and then 125, and then another 75. So, and then she bought this little adapter thing. And so I'm just like, I want to be at a point where I don't have to, like, it's not her responsibility to take care of me, And that's what I told her today. It's not her responsibility to take care of me. So another reason why I just keep on keeping on, keep on keeping on, trying to make some shake, because it's not her responsibility. So anyway, that was story time. That was it. I really don't have, I'm not sleepy right now. It's still early, but I'm gonna charge my phone and talk to God some more, and that's gonna be that. And until tomorrow, that's it. Episode 3. Love y'all. Bye, y'all.